Three, two, one. What's up? Welcome in. Much love. Didn't destroy the computer. I would call that a success. How are you doing? I hope very good, and I hope I can contribute to making your day a little bit better as we're in with the all spells deck. Gameplay has been requested, so we're going to jump in. If you want to know how this deck plays, it has no lands. If you want to know how it plays, make sure to check out the deck tech and check out the last video as we talk about some updates. But today we're just going to jump in the just for fun room. It's been requested to play against tier decks. I'm not going to do it. I actually don't think you can do anything and succeed. There's certain limits on things, and this deck is not tier, and it's not meant to be. And we've got our topics up here that we're going to be ranting and rambling about. Welcome in if you're hi, good luck if you're we're going to have to mulligan this. Mulligan, if you are new here, this hand is acceptable. Wait a minute, why do I have no, I have the right number of cards. Interesting. Yeah, if you're new here, awesome, welcome. If you've been here for a while, awesome. I hope that. So we could have even gone to fewer cards. Like we really need. I'm gonna cycle this. A Simian Spirit. We have to draw. We really have to draw a Simian Spirit Guide to win, unless we're going Lotus Bloom into Ether Vial and win like turn 70. Topics. Um, I mentioned in the last video that we have great comments. We have a great. We've got a great community. I'm very happy. Y'all are awesome, but I'm also concerned that we don't have enough haters. Stop auto adjusting Microsoft Words. I bring it down here and then it like expands to the top. It's pretty annoying. And then I bring it down here and then okay. Why would I want more haters? It's fun to have polarization. What do you think? How do we reattract the haters that we used to have on Channel Fireball? I could be mean. I could be mean to you. I don't know that I want to be mean. However, I also want to talk about emotions today briefly. I feel strongly that emotions are not glitches. Sickening shoal. Emotions are not glitches. What I mean by that is if you're angry, you're unhappy, you're sad, it's for a reason, and think about why that is. So for me, I try not to act, so you'll see, if you watch every day, you'll see a full range of emotions from me, hopefully. New art coming from Razwit. Go follow Razwit on Instagram. Ghostly Prison. None of this stuff matters, so maybe actually like just playing Aether Vial is going to be fast enough. It's the slowest start of all time. Should we even cycle the Street Wraith at this point? Sure. Oh, well there's the Simian, so that's actually a lot better. Play Aether Vial. We're still a ways from doing anything. Yeah, so emotions. One of the things irritability and anger allows, it can cause problems, but it allows you to say things you otherwise would not be able to say, so I'm all for it. Yikes. Can we play against someone else? I said I'm going to concede this match. Why? Because I said we're going to lose, and because just for fun, man. You're not playing mono white troll, control, and just for fun. I have played that deck in the past, but it's not for. It specifically says just for fun. That's not fun. I'm sorry. Okay, so speaking of, yeah, a few things. Again, your word. I feel. I want to inspire you guys to tell people no, and to follow through when you say yes, and be selective about when you say no. When you say yes, if you see me being hypocritical, call me full of shit. I appreciate that. But you see me here every single day putting out stupid amounts of content, so let's continue with that. Speaking of, one thing I want to thank the current patrons, and I want to ask you if you've considered being a patron. This hand doesn't do anything. The deck really has mostly hands that don't do anything, and I feel we've gotten quite lucky so far. Okay. Well, this hand is actually only a Undercity Informer or a Balustrade Spy away from winning turn 4. If you're a potential patron but haven't done it yet, tell me why. I love feedback, real feedback. Tell me what I could offer that I'm not offering that would make it useful. Like I don't have the money is fine. Is there something I could offer you that's better than money? You know? Um, Opponent started a chat with me. What did they say? I'm gonna tell him his deck's no fun. No sideboard. Not a fun deck. Yeah. Bluntness, for instance. You know, most people are not gonna tell him that, but I will. Your word, yeah. Fall through. Okay, patrons, let me know. Who to take advice from. Here's another thing that can come across as mean. Who to take advice from. Abraham Lincoln says you can learn from anyone, but a lot of people you learn what not to do. As for taking advice, you should probably take advice from people who are at your level or ideally ahead of it for certain things and then not for other things. So, for instance, you should potentially take my advice for anything magic related, a lot of things YouTube related, social media related, content related, dunking, if you want to know how to dunk, fitness things, um, then, or how to read fast, stuff like that. I'm actually legitimately, ooh, gut shot. Ooh, okay. Then those are things that you should potentially take my. Oh, can we go back in time? We can slaughter pact. We can slaughter pact, but that spell guide is a problem. You shouldn't take my advice on how to sing, how to surf, how to swing dance, etc., etc. The list goes on and on. So generally, when you have advice coming in, screen it and say, "Why should I listen to you?" It sounds mean, but it's like really, it will make people think. And sometimes people will qualify themselves, and they will actually be people you should listen to. So we play Balustrade Spy. And we're gonna have 3. We would only have 4 creatures, which is not enough to Endless Obedience. Unfortunately, it seems like we need to wait. I don't see it. Sure, Nate. You're welcome to your opinion. GG. Yep. Well, I mean, yeah. My opinion is it wasn't. Actually, me not having fun is not even an opinion. It's a fact. Um, right? So, in that case, I'm not gonna tell the opponent they're wrong, but if you have opponents that say that isn't fun, then um, you should probably take that into consideration, right? Feedback, feedback is really super valuable, even when it is at times negative. At times you should ignore negative, but if you have a partner who tells you you're not very fun, then I would suggest listening. Again, today's angry rant day. What else? I'm streaming on Twitch. Man, I really want to win, but I guess we need to wait till we draw another removal spell, I think. Okay. On my other channel, youtube.com/TravisWoo, been talking about some political stuff, and I recently put up a kind of in-depth breakdown on Islam. Destroy target non-land permanent. Okay, I'm going to concede. I'm gonna concede. So last night, had a lengthy discussion with a Muslim who's lived in Syria about the Quran, a friend Hesna, who came through YouTube, and we're gonna do a collab where we talk about it. I always like to bring things from different angles, so if we're gonna be talking about Islam on that channel, then that's probably a good thing to do. So stay tuned if you're into that stuff. Make sure to check out the other channel. Mulligan, this hand is not working. The fairy tale is over, boys and girls. It's not. I'm gonna mulligan. This is not the most competitive thing. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Fairy tale not over. Fairy tale not over. We have a turn 4 kill. Follow me on Snapchat, Travis Dewey, once again. I really like Snapchat as social media because it forces you to actually be fun and have a fun life. Um, on Instagram and Facebook, you can just put the highlights up and pretend that you're all this and all that. If you're actually posting on Snapchat every day, it's really the only social media that you can post on, like, 20 times a day, and people will actually watch. Um, then if you don't actually have a cool life and do fun things, then it becomes obvious that you're a fraud. So I recommend Snapchat because it makes you do cool things. It incentivizes you to do cool things. Okay, tribe elder. Tick, 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 tick. What do you think? Are emotions glitches? Put out narco. Start beating down. Casual. So am I a hypocrite for playing prison and not wanting to play against prison? I don't think so. Um, if people don't want to play against me, I totally understand. Um, but I will do it from occasion. And yeah, again, I don't really care. Um, I do like to get feedback. I also don't automatically um, listen to all feedback either, because I have to check out the source of the feedback, the volume of the feedback. You know, I don't automatically. Um, I like to hear what you think, but I don't automatically use it to adjust my behavior or plans because you can't please everyone, and trying to do it will put you into a suicidal depression. Not that I know from experience. Maybe I know. I don't really know. I do well, that's an exaggeration of a truth. Trying to please everyone is unhealthy, and you probably won't end up enjoying it that much. Okay, Soren, haha, we're about to win. Okay, time to win. Lab Maniac, untap, Undercity Informer, and Cycle Street Wraith, and GG. Undercity Informer, battery is running low. We should probably move inside. In that case, exile, and bam. Sack a creature, sack this one. Look, ma, no lands. 0 lands, so we won a game. Win or lose the match, I consider this a success. B. Dawling has sent us a message. What does that message say? Message. Yeah. More haters. Oh, I definitely need. Yeah. If the goal is to get more haters, then I think I'm doing an awesome job with this video. What do you think? Question: do I want to turn fans into haters, or do I want to manufacture haters out of the ether? I probably prefer to. Hmm. I don't know. I do know that. Yeah, it's tough. On one hand, ah man, we're in a golden age in this YouTube channel. On the other hand, there's certain benefits to polarization. So, yeah, we'll definitely keep this hand. We've got Chancellor into Vial, so that at least gives us a chance to start the game. I'm not gonna mulligan looking. I mean, the prerequisite to keeping an opening hand is mana, because beyond mana, we can, I'm going to cycle the Street Wraith, maybe we find a Lotus Bloom. Beyond mana, we can draw everything later in the game, but if we want to get going from the beginning, we should have lands. Or we should have mana of some kind. Tick, 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 gut shot, okay. So we only need one, we only need Balustered Spire, Undercity Informer, and we will be able to win if the opponent can't disrupt us, which is a pretty big if. Tends to be a big if. Alright, go ahead and discard Bridge. Sweet, sweet. When we hit 7% battery, I'm going to move in. Are emotions a glitch? Yes or no? Okay, take up to 3. Come on, Balustered Spy. Can we win this game through beatdown alone? The opponent gets mana screwed and we win on beatdown. Can that be a real thing that happens? Probably not. But maybe, just maybe. So question, do we want to keep it on? Oh, oops. Whatever, if the opponent, I shouldn't have responded, but if the opponent wants to fight with Lab Maniac, it's whatever. We'll just attack and then play another Lab Maniac. Yeah. Actually, that was maybe brilliant, because we caused the opponent to fuck up. Alright, Simeon is a good bet. It means that Undercity Informer, oops, very low, and attack you. We could put out another Vial, um, although I think I don't want to do that, because we don't. So in another alternate universe, we can get to 6 creatures, and ooh, we could ramp up to Chancellor in another universe. So we do need to worry about Vraska coming down next turn. Eternal Witness. Okay. In that case, probably we'll keep this on 3 for a moment. We could attack and trade the zombie. I'm gonna stick this on 3. Hope to draw a Spire and Informer. Sickening Shoal. Hmm. Do we want to trade with the Witness, lose our bridge? Not really. I don't really see a good reason to do that. And then we can discard. I'm going to discard the Chancellor. And yeah, pretty much, we're probably going to lose, but maybe we can top deck our way out of this. And whether we do or we don't, it was a fun series. Probably the last game, just because, this deck is we proved our point, it can win. However, doubling season, cool. We can win, however, it's not super competitive. Interesting. Super interesting. Really cool. Okay. Well, I think we've got another turn. Chancellor. I mean, we could have been going aggro. I don't think that's the winning plan, though. Could have been taking Ethervile up to 7. Could have putting Simeon into play already. Putting. Is putting a word? Putin? Vladimir? Vladimir Putin? What do you think? Today, what am I going to do today? I'm going to take a mastermind call in 20 minutes. Those of you who are interested in getting some pro coaching, exile target permanent you own. 6. Cool. Well, we probably need to attack that down because, well, we don't need this Lab Maniac anymore. Actually, with the Obedience, I think I've been fucking this up. Oh, well, we kind of need it with the Sickening Shoal. So this is at 8. We definitely need to attack it down. I'm going to put out the Lab Maniac, what I should have done a while ago to beat down, because we don't actually need it with Endless Obedience. Although we can't use the Gut Shot just yet. Keep this on 3 until we draw a Spy. Super awkward. Can we just top deck our way to victory, please? Do we want to trade? I'm going to attack the Venser to give us more time. Again, and then I'm gonna shoal. No, there's no reason to shoal that witness. Okay, that's fine. We didn't actually need it. Okay, and then we could put out Simeon. I mean, maybe we could have won this game through pure beatdowns. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm still waiting for our top deck. Actually, we don't even need Sickening Shoal or Gut Shot. We have enough creatures, so we can use them both as removal if we please. Come on. Come on. Liliana, okay. 10. Put all creature cards. That's pretty funny. Alright, so we're down to our last top deck. Actually, no, because we can um, probably chump and survive. Liliana. Okay, so we've got two options. We can actually chump and survive for one turn. Based on that, it seems like we want to go and keep it on 3 and draw Undercity Informer. Another bridge. Come on, deck. Give me the goods, bro. Next turn is our last turn. If we get another turn. It still seems like we can survive. Uh-oh. Elspeth. Well, hell, man. It was fun while it lasted. It was a fun while it lasted. Thanks for watching this series. Let me know what you think. Honest feedback appreciated. Bring on the love, bring on the hate just for this video. And let's see how close we were. Oh, 3. We only needed 3 more turns, and we would have won. Okay, I think that's enough play for this deck for me. We see that it is semi-competitive. It's not gonna hang with the top tier. It's slightly inconsistent, but it's a fun one. You can play with all spells. Love and appreciation. Thanks once again to the patrons. If you want to know how to build competitive stuff, make sure to join the group and join the take the workshop and take the ebook. And then some of y'all want to join the mastermind, and we can talk about that, see if it's a good fit. So much love. Appreciate you. See you in the comments. Take care.